Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel, Get Going Travel. We created this channel to capture our journey all the way to Australia, as well as capture what life is like when we get there. But before we leave and start our vlog, we wanted to create some videos to answer all the different questions that we had while preparing for this big move. So in today's video, I wanted to walk through exactly how we booked all of our flights on the way to Australia. I'll be walking through some tools like Google Flights and the mobile app Hopper. So even if you're not planning for a trip around the world, I hope you'll find this video helpful, even if you're just booking a flight for a vacation. So getting started, of course, one of the most important things to know is where you're going and when you're going. To see how we planned our itinerary to Australia, be sure to go check out this link in the top corner. So we had all of our places and our dates set. Now it was time to get into Google Flights and Hopper and start searching. Let's say you're planning a trip to Australia over the winter to warm up a bit. So you'll start in Google Flights, starting with your departure airport, and we'll be heading to Sydney, Australia. Round trip, one passenger economy. And let's do this in February, where it might be a little cold. Google Flights will load some costs. Let's do the 4th through the 18th. And then click done. Now you've got some options on what flights you can take for this trip. The key here though is to click track prices. So this way, Google Flights will monitor the lowest price for this trip, and you'll receive alerts and travel tips by email. So make sure that you're signed in to your Gmail account when you're searching on Google Flights. So all you have to do is click track prices, and this trip is now added to all of your prices that you're tracking. And what's great is this tracked prices page will bring all of your prices that you're tracking together for all of your different flights. And you can see if the prices have gone up or down. And this is the cost of the current flight. So this is what we did for our trip. We laid out all of the different flights that we'll be taking, and then we checked in to see if the prices were going up or down to give us a good idea on when we should book the flights. So once you've logged all of your flights in Google Flights, I'd then recommend you go over to Hopper, the mobile app. Alright, so not sure how well you can see my phone here, but let's try and access Hopper. So yeah, Hopper is basically a mobile app where you can search for flights. So we'll click get started. Same thing, we'll search from New York to Sydney. Round trip, and I believe our dates were February 4th to the 18th. And you can see the different colors, whether it's a good time to book or a bad time. So once you select your dates, you just select these dates. Hopper will see if it's a good deal. So yeah, you can see the current lowest price is $9.44 round trip, and Hopper would recommend you should wait for a better price. And then it says you could save as much as up to $348 per ticket by watching this trip. So yeah, basically you can just click watch this trip, and just like Google Flights, Hopper will notify you if there's a better deal. If we find a flight that we like, we'll then head back to Google Flights. So let's say we pick this Qantas flight. Yep, this looks good. Click select flight. Take this on the return home, and then usually we book with the airline's website. Sometimes around our travels, when for example we would book with Thai Airways or EVA Airlines, we'd get charged in the native currency. So that's when our Chase Sapphire Reserve and Chase Sapphire Preferred cards would come in handy. And we usually get the best deal that way, booking through the airline's website. obviously not in this example. When we do so, and we are charged in a foreign currency, thanks to our Sapphire cards, we don't have that foreign transaction fee. Also, a bonus tip that we use throughout our travels was booking through the Star Alliance airline. So you have the option on Google Flights to choose if you want to book with a particular alliance. Because we book a lot through United, we booked all airlines that were part of the Star Alliance. That way, even if we were booking with Thai Airways, we would still be able to earn United Mileage Plus miles. Just make sure to add your United Mileage Plus account when you're making your booking with that Star Alliance airline. And that is our simple way of finding the best deals for flights. Also, if you haven't seen how he booked over $8,000 worth of flights with points and miles, be sure to go check out that video. I also wanted to see if our method actually worked, to see if we saved any money booking these flights in advance compared to booking them right now. So let's go through each of those flights and see how much we paid for versus how much they would cost now. Let's start with our first flight from New York to Copenhagen. And this is on August 12th. We're flying with TAP Portugal. We have the late 11 o'clock flight with the one-stop layover in Lisbon. So we originally paid $204 for this flight, and it's currently $981. So we did a good job there. Our next flight was from Copenhagen to Nice, and this is on Sunday, 18th of August. The flights currently are looking at $139. We'll be flying with SAS. And we booked these tickets for $78, so another good deal here. Our next flight is from Marseille to Malaga, and actually we didn't do a good job here, so they're crazily $34 for this flight, and we paid $75, so a $40 difference. Not a huge loss, but still. Our next flight is from Malaga to Delhi, and we took the Turkish Airlines flight here. Currently costs $620, and we booked ours for $417. So savings of a couple $100 here, not too bad. Our next flight from Delhi to Bangkok, we flew with Thai Airways. Currently that flight costs $203, and we booked our flights for $160, so about $40 worth of savings. Our next flight was from Bangkok to Hanoi, and that one was $103, and we actually spent $160 here, so also not a great deal for us here, but that's alright. From Hanoi to Singapore, current flight is $182, and we spent $180, so no big difference here. And the last flight that we booked with money was from Hong Kong to Tokyo, and this was with EVA Air, and it's currently $327, and we bought ours for $325, so not a big difference here. So as you can see, thanks to using Google Flights, tracking our flights, and the mobile app Hopper, we were able to save about $1,000 on all of our flights on our way to Australia. So yes, this is just one example, and of course, prices for airlines can always differ, but I hope this was some helpful information to help you book some flights on your next trip, wherever it may be. So if you thought this video was helpful, please give us a like, and be sure to subscribe if you'd like to follow us along on our journey all the way to Australia. And don't forget, we'll be posting a lot more on our Instagram, so be sure to go follow us at Get Going Travel. So thanks again, and we'll see you soon.